Hi there, this is Mike of Nearly Enough Dice, and this is the Kerbal Space Program. We are looking at Lunar Orbiter 1, which is currently very, very close to its periapsis. I'm going to log its temperature while in space near the moon. No, nuts. Basically, what I was hoping for, and this is about as low as I'm going to get, I'm just going to give that one more go, the lowest I can get. I was hoping that I was going to be low enough that I would not count as in space near the moon, but I would in fact count as closer. Resume flight. What am I doing? I'll get rid of that. What I was hoping was that I would end up being close enough that I would count as near, or flying over, or actually be in one of the biomes. The problem is that I've got almost no fuel. I've got the tiniest amount of fuel, so I can't really. See, the ideal thing to do is maybe out here, right? Well, actually, what I would do is I just bring up the nav ball and I'd point retrograde and I'd just burn. But in such a way that maybe if I'm 5k instead of 9k above the surface, maybe. Certainly I don't have enough delta V to land the thing, which is a shame. So, we will go back to the space center. We might fiddle with that later. Whoop, space center. There we go. Might fiddle with that later. Also might not. I might end up sending another thing up there. I've got missions set up for things like bases and stuff on the moon or around the moon. How many I've got? I've got another satellite around the moon. I've still got that one to do. Still need to land something. And the temperature scans of Kerbal. I've been having trouble with the temperature scans of Kerbal. I've had a few ideas. None of them have really worked. Ooh, now this is about to expire. Build a new orbital station for this agency that can support 5 Kerbals in the orbit of the moon. I'm going to take that, even though it's going to be a long time before I do anything with it. But I don't want it to. I want to do it. It's just exactly when. Yeah. So I wanted to grab that contract before it disappeared. I actually don't know when new contracts come in and come out. Duna and Minmus, when none of that's happening just yet. So what I am going to do today, though, is actually nothing contract related at all. I'm going to go into. Well, it doesn't necessarily need to be here now. I think that here is where it's going to be. Wait for this to come on. Right. I am going to make a new Science Rover. Oh, you can't start off with a command seat. That's interesting. Oh, and yeah, I'm right-clicking and trying to move the view. And you can't move the view until you have at least something. We'll start with that then. I want science. So this is all going to be about. All going to be about science. So I'm going to be doing multiple experiments multiple times. So I'm going to want the ability to reset experiments. So those are the experiments I've got. I've got temperature gauge, got the mystery goo, I've got the materials bay, barometer, and the science lab itself. Now my previous one was literally jet powered, which is just hilarious, in my opinion. But utility. So I'm going to chuck some not parachutes, these aren't parachutes. Solar panels. Quite a lot of solar panels actually. And batteries. Basically a battery pack per solar panel, which is probably ridiculously large amounts. There it is. Now which of these do I want? I want a ladder basically so my Kerbals can get up, well, whoever's going to be in charge of this thing can get in and out. Oh, okay, this is the cockpit, right? I wonder, can I not? I want to select the mobility enhancer, aka the ladder. There we go. Ah, so that was information that I could have used when I was putting it on. So sometimes turning these things can be entertaining. Oh, come on. Okay. Oh, God. No. Okay, right, now we might be able to work out. There we go. Of course I wanted two of them, but then I can unextend the ladder. There you go. Oof! That was more difficult than I think it should have been. So now I can... Oh, I might have overestimated the ability of these Rover Wheels. Okay. Trying to work out which of these controls spins them the way I want them to spin, such that I can actually stick them on something usefully. There we go, I think. It looks like I need to do this kind of manually. There you go. Oh man. This should be so simple. It really should. I also don't know if that's actually going to be enough to move it or anything. And I can't just... You see, I would have thought... It feels to me like I should just be able to copy and paste, but no. I have to select it and then manually make them... Okay, maybe I need to do this slightly differently. Maybe I need to do this slightly differently. I've just discovered the delete key works. Well, there you go. Maybe this is a piece of information I should have had before. I'll stick something on the back here. Do I not have... Yeah, structural fuselage, I'll do. Right, now... great big wheels. Maximum speed 60 meters a second. 20. I want those ones. I just need to put the symmetry back on. Yeah, that doesn't look ridiculously unstable in any way. Now I'm just going to see if I could have stuck them. See, I could maybe have stuck them. Maybe I just needed these wheels as opposed to the other ones. Can't quite stick these on the side. So I might do it that way. Changing my mind. And then Alright, so just get rid of that. Get rid of that. Then I just change here. And make them vaguely... That's pretty good. Do the same here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Science Rover. Actually, I should see what... Should quickly check to see what name, if I've got any names that I've already used. Very silly science, so I'm just going to call this Science Rover. Cancel. Big Science Rover. Okay, save that and launch. Be interesting to see how fast this goes, and is it any more tolerant of crashing than my jet-powered one? Because my jet-powered one, I would generally get to about 2. Obviously, I'm going around the you know, the. Oh, look at that! Look at the piece of joy. Look at that! Whee! So it's nice and controllable. Electric charge is fine. Whee! Oh, Houston, we have a problem. Oh no, we're broken. Broke the wheel. Right, what I'm going to do? Oh, I'm going to put the brakes on. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the brakes on. I'm going to try and so I'm trying to use the reaction wheels. Okay, so it's very front. Okay, so it's front heavy. Take the brakes off. There we go. Good as new. Unfortunately, I don't have any qualified. Let's revert the flight, shall we? I don't have any qualified engineers. That's the thing I need to do. I need to start chucking people into orbit. I need to start chucking people into orbit. Oh, my brake. There we go. I'm just gonna stick to the runway because there's actually, if you look, there's actually paths all over the place. So there's a few biomes I haven't checked here in my Science Rover, and I could probably have gotten onto the ground without causing myself too much of a problem had I, been paying attention. But I need to get people. I need to get some folk up into orbit because at the moment, only Jebediah is a level 1 Kerbal Nord. And that's why when he goes into space, if I turn on the T thing, I've got the possibility of aiming myself to the prograde node, or the retrograde node, or to stability assist, which I don't actually need for this. And that's entirely because he's a level 1 pilot, and that's because he's got 2 experience points. And he's got 2 experience points because he has gone into orbit. I don't think it's that he has gone into orbit and he's been on a flight. My understanding about how experience points work is that brake, fall over, brake. Well, if I keep the brakes on, I can use the reaction wheels to. Well, I might be able to. Oh. Oh dear. There you go. Well, that went well. Yeah, it doesn't turn too badly. I could have designed this a little bit better. I'm trying to remember where I've not got material science and where I've not got surface samples from. Yeah, so anyway. Going on a flight is 1 experience point. Going to orbit is 2 experience points, but you get the you only get the most per planet. You only get the biggest thing you've done per planet. So if you've gone to orbit, extra flights won't help you. If you've planted a flag, I think planting a flag, landing on a planet and planting a flag is the biggest thing you can do. those wheels aren't actually lined up. That didn't help me. Okay. Check the brakes on. Probably stop doing that. Anyway, I'm just going to observe the materials bay. And I'd only get like 0.4 science. So obviously I've done this bit. I've done this area. I don't think I've done the tracking station. I may have done. So this is a very simple rover. The idea is I can wander off and go up the grasslands and maybe up the mountains and such, and go to various biomes that I've not gone to before. But I clearly am going to have to rearrange it. Stop. Okay. Anyway. Oh, actually, I want to disable this motor as well. And then maybe I can get the reaction wheels to... No, I was hoping I could just get the reaction wheels of the spacecraft as a whole. But anyway, this is a bit silly. Would I get much science from me? I don't know if I've done this bit. I get a whole 1.6 science. I think that's worth keeping. But there are other places I want to check. Oh, this isn't. No, this isn't. That's the tracking station. I'm pretty certain I've not managed to get to do the tracking station. Right, just enable the motor. There. Get out of the way. So this is not the best designed Science Rover. I didn't realize that I hadn't put them level. But it is slightly better than my jet-powered one, which would just go boom all the time, and generally it would explode. If I actually get to the tracking station and perform some science, then I'll have this Science Rover will have done better than my previous Science Rover by quite a ways. And I should be able to take this one off into the mountains and do, because I need to do barometrics. I should check to see whether I've done barometrics. So I just need to slow myself down without falling on my face. Which is quite hard. Down on the brakes. Don't know if there's a way of permanently making the brakes kind of go. Anyway, we'll observe the materials bay. Yeah, a bit of science, which we'll keep. And we'll check the goo. Look at that, look at all that science I'm getting from that. Barometer. More science. More science. And get a crew report, which I think... Oh, quite no, still science from there. And this is, and then IEVA. Take the data. And so I can now wander about on the top of the cockpit, taking data from the various experiments. I can't get there, I'm not close enough, I need to just wander up there. Click data. And it says it's going to be inoperable, but that's not true. Amusingly, I can take a surface sample from up here. which just doesn't seem very sense. That doesn't make any sense to me. And I can do an EVA report. I think I've done, yeah, done one. So now I go there, store the experiments. Now, what I can do is I can extend the ladder. Now, the reason I want to do that is that there is the possibility that, oh, that was entertaining. There's a possibility that these dishes actually count as slightly separate biomes. So I'm just going to have a quick check. Doobie-doobie-doobie-doobie-doo. That might not help me. I'm going to get on the thing itself. So, okay, looks like that doesn't actually count. I'm going to go, just for pedantry's sake, I'm sit right in that middle circle there. Oh, that's KSC. That's interesting. That's KSC and not tracking station. How interesting. And that's tracking station. I don't think I get to keep that data because I think it'll just say you've already got tracking station data. So that'd be, whoa, that was interesting. Grab on, climb up, right click to get rid of that little window. Oh, the ladder's not in fact helping me at all. Oh, actually, let's grab onto the ladder. See how far up I can go. Certainly you've stalled that new experiment. But I've already got that, so that's fine. Oh, I'm slightly disappointed in that ladder. The ladder has failed me. Can I have one more go? The ladder has failed me. Possibly I needed to put it like under there or something. Can't get to the crew hatch. Oh well, down the ladder we go. Well, so extend that. De-extend that. Retract, I think is the word people might use. Now the question is, can I get underneath here and grab on to the underside? I think I can. Ooh. I can tip the whole... This isn't actually helping me, but it's funny, so I'm doing it. So I can actually grab... There we go. Now that means I can't... Oh, wait a minute. Did I remember to put someone in here? No, I didn't. Oh well. So actually, I can't clear the thing because this isn't. There aren't enough crew to do the clearing that I would want to do. I'm good at this. All right. Oh, this is funny. Oh, this is hilarious. I love this. Okay, so I think I have to go back to the drawing board on this one. Oh, dearie me, this is brilliant. I love it. Okay, let's tell them. Right, this is completely pointless because this is a very stupid thing. But if I click on it, if I transfer to here, there we go, and then I EVA from there. No, that's not what I wanted to do. EVA, let go. And see, he's climbing down the ladder. I was hoping that he might unbalance it just enough. You can see it's wanting to go. Whoa, no! What am I pushing it from here? Oh, this is brilliant. I love it. Oh, I love this game. It is so bizarre. Right, so we're obviously going to do a bit of a think about this one. Can you get in there? Yes, you can. And then board. And then transfer to the main cockpit. And turn off the brakes. So my mighty Science Rover is not actually that much of an improvement over the previous model. Oh, but I'm not actually crashing, which is nice. Oh no! But that was just a ladder. That was just a ladder. I'm not crashing. Boom. At least I'm not crashing. Oh, lordy, lordy, lord. Yeah. Look, I got 14 science out of all that. Come on. I'll just grab that. I've got 0.6 science out of that. Oh, lordy lord. That was extremely silly. But funny, I thought that was funny. I'm just going to leave it there. I think really what I almost want to do is maybe look for some reasons to just chuck people into orbit for no good reason. Yeah, like making a manned satellite to do a polar insertion and stuff like that. Because that way, if I get folk into orbit, then I've got an excuse to get them experience points, and scientists with that extra experience point, they can do more, and engineers with that extra experience point can do more. And then I want to start thinking about getting people onto the moon for more experience points. But anyway, that was funny. I didn't achieve a huge amount. And to be perfectly honest, if I look at my R&D, you know, I'm needing what 160 odd science, so I can't really be fiddling about with the way I did things there. I really need to start getting proper science on the moon and on Minmus, and making a rover for Minmus would be a very good idea, because then I'd be able to store lots of experiments. I don't know if you can store experiments on the rover seat, but if I can get a rover onto Minmus or Mars, that would be a good thing. Anyway, that was kind of funny. I might play without elsewhere. Try and just just get as much science as I can out of the space center and out of Kerbal as possible. But anyway, thanks very much for watching. Hit like and subscribe if you've been enjoying these. Visit us at nearlyenoughdice.com, which is our role-playing game theme podcast and blog. And until we meet again, I've been Mike of Nearly Enough Dice. Reach for the stars.